Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo, more crypto games, or should I call myself Crypto Snow? Oh man, Inscription madness. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Quick video, some alpha, call it whatever you want, strategy. It's more like strategy than alpha. So Inscription madness. So we're seeing inscriptions now on all the chains. It's crashing chains and everyone wants to get paid. Everyone wants to be in on the action. So there are some important things to keep in mind with inscriptions. I would say strategy number one, typically the first 1, 2, 3 inscriptions on a chain are going to be the gold nuggets of the chain. Okay, that's just how it works. And then you'll see a bunch of spam, Pepe, this, that, everything. Okay, number one. A second thought, it's always better to mint than it is buying secondary. I'll talk about buying secondary here shortly, but secondary, you're becoming a trader. Okay, minting, you're an investor. So think of it like that. If you're minting, you're investing. If you're buying someone else's bags, be careful, don't get wrecked, don't over invest in secondaries. Strategy number 3, going with a kind of portfolio type methodology, meaning you buy a little of each. You buy a little BRCs, you buy a little SRCs. That's a portfolio kind of strategy, just to spread it out, you know, and hope something moons. Another important thing is retail is not here. This is PvP degens that are inscribing, and a lot of the Chinese network and Asian network, it's very popular inscriptions. So I wouldn't call this retail. Now, the fact that Sats got on Binance, you know, it was a great pick. I still have my bag, haven't sold a single set. Retail is not here. So I think you're gonna find a lot of these tokens, especially the BRC20s, OGs, if you just simply sit on them and wait, a lot of these are gonna moon. A lot of, like, Rats mooned, which is crazy. I can't believe, that's just nuts. But so simply holding long, and don't overtrade. Don't overtrade your inscriptions. Now, if you minted, fantastic, you know, you're likely to be in profit, but there's gonna be a lot of shit coins that are gonna be worthless. Next part. If you're in a mint, look for the ones that have some velocity, some volume. If you got a mint stuck at 1% and it's a bazillion transactions, chances are it's not going to mint out, or it's going to take a really long time. One of the ones I think it's good to have a bag on BRC20 is Doge, because it looks impossible that it could mint out, but once it mints out and finds price appreciation, it could be pretty insane, because the market cap will be so huge even for a small amount. So, but the fees are really high on BRC20s right now, so you got to kind of let that cool off a little bit. So, selling. Okay, this is a great topic. So, you never know when something's gonna moon. Like, Sats could get listed on Coinbase, and then it takes the next leg up into the 2 billion, 3 billion, right? Because it gives you more retail exposure. Always inscribe transfer. Let's say that you have 100 billion sets, okay? Go ahead and set those packets up with the inscribe transfer, because remember, you can't sell them until they're inscribed into a bunch. So if you had 100 billion, maybe you inscribe it into 10 billion bunches. And you're like, well, if I'm not selling it, why would I do that? You do that because it's gonna take 3 confirmations for those packets, okay? Let's say that something moons all of a sudden. You're stuck you're going to be behind the curve, because you're going to have to inscribe transfer, then you're going to have to list. And most likely on a moon, the network fees are going to be really high, and your transaction is going to be expensive, and it's going to be slow. So strategically, for the sell side of Inscriptions, set up your Inscribe transfers into manageable packets and send them whenever, so that when you do go to list them, they're ready to list. Okay, you can, boom, rats just took off. Oh, I'm gonna list mine. So inscribe those packets, get them set up, get them confirmed, and you'll be ahead of everyone else when there's a surge and it's time to sell. So that's a really, really good tip on this one. More selling. Also, when there's a surge, it takes time for the packet to get listed. So one strategy is to take up a spreadsheet. Like I said, let's say I had 100 billion sats, and then set up a scaled out way of taking profits. So maybe I have 10 billion packets set, and I go ahead and confirm and list them for sale now, so that they're already out there on the blockchain waiting to get sniped when the surge comes. So basically you scale out. I had 10 packets of 10 billion for 100 billion total, and I set those at different price levels, and I go ahead and inscribe and list them now, and then I don't have to do anything. So then when there's a pump, your next level will get hit, and you don't have to worry about having access to your wallet or whatever. And once again, you're beating people to the punch. So to repeat, on the sell side, and do your inscribe transfers and get your packets set up. Divide whatever you have by 10 or whatever makes sense with the fees. Go ahead and list them at high moon levels, okay? And then they're already out there waiting for that moon for you to capture the profit. Because don't forget to take some profit. And finally, the most important, always keep a moon bag. So if you had 100 billion sats, maybe keep 10 billion and just whatever, save it for a rainy day. So hope you liked today's video. Going to be a lot more interesting things with Ordinals, because I see the inscription side is kind of maturing, but I think we're rolling into the next phase of inscriptions, which is going to be decentralized BTC-Fi, lending, this, that, and all kinds of other stuff on Ordinals. Should be really interesting. But have a great day. This is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.